Neeru Kumari, welcome to 12th Commerce classes. It's subject accountancy. Today we cover chapter 2, that goodwill, in which we study about nature and valuation of goodwill, and it's part 1. The topic that we cover today is goodwill, in which we study about the introduction of goodwill. Let's start with the definition of goodwill, or the meaning of goodwill. Goodwill is an intangible asset which places an enterprise at an advantageous position, due to which the enterprise is able to earn higher profits without putting extra effort. This definition shows that goodwill this definition clears that goodwill refers to the reputation or the good reputation of the firm, and which advantage taken by the firm in the future years. Okay, so in short we can say goodwill refers to the good reputation of the firm. Okay, and the second one is the characteristics, or we discuss about the main features of the goodwill. First feature, goodwill is the intangible assets that we never see or touch. Second, not separate existence from that of the enterprise. Goodwill is related to the firm, and it cannot be separated from the enterprises. Third, goodwill helps to earn higher profit. Next, goodwill attract the customer, or we can say the good reputation of the firm attract the customer. Fifth, goodwill is determined by the various factors. Okay, it include the effective management, favorable location, patent, favorable contact, etc. These factors is responsible for the determination of goodwill or the valuation of goodwill. Then next is value of goodwill is subjective, means the value of goodwill depend upon the accountant or the valuer who make the valuation of particular firm goodwill. Then 7, valuation of goodwill done when any partner sacrifice, means when partners change their profit sharing ratio due to any reason, then in that case there is the need for valuation of goodwill. Okay, so these are the main characteristics or the features of the goodwill. Let's discuss about the important features as per Accounting Standard 26. According to this, it is treated as intangible assets. Intangible means which we cannot see and touch, and assets which for which we paid. Okay, that's why, because it treated as an intangible assets, that's why it will be shown in the book of account or in the asset side of the balance sheet. And on fixed assets we charge depreciation, but on intangible assets we the reduction in the value known as the amortization. Okay, so amortization is the main feature of intangible assets. The next one is need for the valuation of goodwill. Why the valuation of goodwill is required? When partners, we already discussed, when partners profit sharing ratio change, any of the reason, it is required to calculate goodwill or valuation of goodwill is required. When partners' profit sharing ratio changed, first, when existing partner decide to change their profit sharing ratio, in case of admission, in case of retirement and death of partner, in case of amalgamation. Amalgamation means two partnership firm combine. Okay. Then in case when the partnership firm sold, and last condition is when partnership firm converted into company. In these following cases, there is the need for the valuation of goodwill. Then the next heading is factors affecting the valuation of goodwill. Which factor? Under this we discuss about the factor that determine the value of goodwill. Okay, the factor that determine the value of goodwill or that affect the value of goodwill. First one is efficient management. If firm management is efficient, then that firm has higher value of goodwill. Then if firm located, if firm has favorable location, then the firm in this case also has a higher value of goodwill, or we can say the firm has a good reputation in the market. Then the next one is if business established for longer period of time, in that case the value of goodwill of particular firm also high. Then firm also take advantage of patent. Patent refers to the production right. If firm patent their goods, then in that case the value of goodwill is also high. Then favorable contact also give benefit to the firm to get the higher value of goodwill. Then next one is access to the supplier. This factor also help to get the higher value of goodwill or create the good reputation in the market. Then quality, through quality also firm maintain good reputation in the market. As a result, the value of goodwill is high. Then market situation, if firm take the advantage of favorable market situation, in that case the firm also earn maximum profit, and in that case firm has a high value of goodwill. If there is a risk in the business, high risk in the business means high profit, and as a result high valuation of goodwill. Okay, firm are able to earn maximum profit in that case. Then nature of business also helpful to determine the high value of goodwill. Then past performance, if company has or the firm has good past performance or firm earn maximum profit from last 4 or 5 years, in that case firm has good reputation in the market and it has high valuation of goodwill. Other factor is also responsible for the determination of valuation of goodwill. The next heading is the classification of goodwill. There are two types of goodwill: self-generated goodwill and purchased goodwill. Self-generated goodwill, that generate by the firm itself by earning more and more profit from last or from past few years. Okay, this self-generated goodwill never shown in the book of account or in the asset side of balance sheet. The second type is the purchased goodwill. Purchased goodwill came in existence, or it will become in existence when new business purchased, okay, and the extra amount that we paid for paid during the time of purchase, that is known as purchased goodwill. And this purchased goodwill, because we paid for that goodwill, that's why it will be shown in the book of account, and amortization charged over this purchased goodwill during the year as time passed. The next heading is method of valuation of goodwill. There are three broad category or the broad method for calculation of goodwill. First one is average profit method. This method is further divided into two categories, that is simple average profit method and weighted average profit method. And second category is super profit method, and third category is capitalization method. Capitalization method is further divided into two categories, capitalization of average profit method and capitalization of super profit method. These method, through these method we this method is used for the valuation of goodwill, that we discussed in next video. That's all for today. Have a nice day.